In 2010, Bill Gates stood on a TED stage and said something that would eventually become one of the most controversial quotes on the internet. That sentence is real. Bill Gates actually said it. But what exactly was he talking about? Did he mean reducing the world's existing population? Did he mean using vaccines to kill people? Or was he talking about something completely different? To answer that, we have to go back to the original 2010 presentation and listen to the words in context.
First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
The talk was called Innovating to Zero, and its subject was not a plan for depopulation. Gates was discussing a very different problem. How could humanity bring global carbon dioxide emissions down to zero? To explain his argument, he introduced a mathematical equation. In simplified form, the equation breaks global CO2 emissions into 4 factors: population, services used per person, energy required for those services, and the amount of CO2 produced per unit of energy. Gates then began examining those factors one by one. The first was population, and this is where the famous statement appears. Gates said,
First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
And then came another important sentence.
But there we see an increase of about 1.3.
That last part is crucial, because Gates was not saying that vaccines would somehow remove 10 or 15% of the people already alive. He was discussing the growth of the world's population. Independent fact-checkers who examined the complete speech have interpreted the statement in exactly this context. Improving healthcare and reducing child mortality can contribute to lower fertility and therefore slower population growth. But there's an important distinction we need to make. Gates's exact sentence does not explicitly spell out vaccines will reduce the population growth rate by 10 or 15%. He simply says we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. So rather than putting words in his mouth, let's look at what the surrounding presentation tells us. Immediately after discussing population, Gates moves to the next factor in his equation: services per person. He talks about food, clothing, television, heating, and the services required to improve living standards around the world. Then he moves on to energy efficiency, and eventually he reaches what he considers the most important part of the equation: CO2 produced per unit of energy. That's where Gates argues that humanity needs technological breakthroughs capable of producing energy without carbon emissions. And this matters because it tells us what the overall presentation was actually trying to accomplish. Gates was not presenting vaccines as the main solution to climate change. He was explaining that population was only one variable in a much larger equation. The major solution he ultimately emphasized was technological innovation in energy production. So where did the idea that Gates wanted to use vaccines for depopulation come from? Part of the answer is the way the quote was later circulated. The sentence was extracted from a 27-minute presentation. The equation disappeared, the discussion about carbon emissions disappeared, the explanation of population growth disappeared, and what remained was a short sentence connecting vaccines, healthcare, and reproductive health services. Then, the quote was repeatedly presented online alongside claims about depopulation and forced vaccination. AFP investigated one such version and found that the original remarks had been taken from Gates's 2010 TED presentation, but were being misrepresented as a plan for forced depopulation. So let's separate what we actually know from what has been inferred. We know Bill Gates said the sentence. We know he was discussing population as one component of a formula for global CO2 emissions. We know he referred to a population increase from about 6.8 billion towards 9 billion. We know he connected vaccines, healthcare, and reproductive health services with potentially lowering that growth. And we know that immediately afterward, he continued discussing the other components of his emissions equation. But what we do not have from that statement is evidence that Gates was proposing to kill 10 or 15% of the world's population. He did not say, vaccines will kill 10% of humanity. He did not say, we need to eliminate 10% of the world's population. And he did not say, vaccines should be used as a weapon for depopulation. Those claims go beyond what is actually contained in the speech. And that brings us to the demographic argument behind Gates's statement. The basic idea is this: when child mortality is high, parents may have more children because they cannot be certain all of them will survive. When healthcare improves and more children survive childhood, parents may choose to have fewer children. Over time, that can slow population growth. Gates has discussed this idea elsewhere as well, arguing that improving health can lead families to choose smaller families. Whether you agree with his argument or not is a separate question. You can question his assumptions, you can question his 10 to 15% figure, you can question the way he communicated the idea. But those questions are different from claiming that he announced a plan to kill millions or billions of people with vaccines. There's another interesting detail in the original presentation. Later in the same talk, Gates discusses what he would choose if he had only one wish for the next 50 years. He says he could choose a vaccine, but he says he would instead choose the invention of an energy technology that could provide cheap power without producing CO2. That is consistent with the central purpose of the presentation, finding technological solutions to climate emissions. So, did Bill Gates say that vaccines, healthcare, and reproductive health services could lower something by 10 or 15%? Yes, he absolutely did. Is the viral video clip genuine? Yes. Was it fabricated? No. But does that sentence prove that Gates wanted to use vaccines to kill 10 or 15% of humanity? No. The available evidence does not support that conclusion. The more accurate interpretation is that Gates was discussing population growth as one factor in global CO2 emissions and suggesting that improvements in healthcare and reproductive health could help slow that growth. AFP, PolitiFact, and Lead Stories have all reached essentially that conclusion after examining the broader context. But there's still something worth remembering. Context doesn't mean you have to agree with Gates, and fact-checking doesn't mean every word of his argument is automatically correct. It simply means we should distinguish between what someone actually said and what we believe they intended. In this case, the evidence gives us a much more complicated story than the viral headline. The quote is real, the controversy is real, but the claim that this quote proves a plan to depopulate the world with vaccines is not supported by the original speech. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson. When you encounter a shocking quote online, don't just ask, did they say it? Ask another question, what were they talking about when they said it? Because sometimes the most important part of a viral quote is the part that was left out.